The court did throw out Trump's he had a $500 million fraud penalty that just got deleted. They threw that shit away. They got rid of it.
Well, a Fox News alert, a New York appeals court just this morning has thrown out President Donald Trump's massive civil fraud penalty. The decision from a 5-panel group in New York's appellate division changed the original decision that stood to cost Trump over $500 million. One appeals judge calling the lower court's penalty an excessive fine that violates the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution.
Jeez.
You might remember that New York Attorney General Letitia James' office says despite this decision, they will not be dropping the case. Let's get some thoughts from Andy McCarthy. He's a former U.S. attorney.
So they're not going to stop?
He is a Fox News contributor. He is on the phone with us. And last summer, you were helping us every single day as President Trump sat in that courtroom. Letitia James, the AG, she happened to be there as well. And at the time, I remember, Andy, you said you thought this could be the outcome once the appellate court got a hold of it. What are your thoughts this morning?
Well, I think, Dana, that Trump may be ultimately completely exonerated on this. For now, the penalty goes. There was division in the appeals court about the merits.
Isn't it crazy how this guy was about to go to jail, but then he became president, and every single problem that he had just went away? That's kind of crazy. It's like you literally got a get-out-of-jail-free card.
The underlying suit, but as you point out, what they found basically under an 8th Amendment theory,
got him.
The amendment that prohibits cruel and unusual punishments. There was such a mismatch between whatever wrong was actually established in the trial and the outrageous penalty that was imposed for it, which was, I think, $355 million, which with interest and other costs is already up to about $530 million now because it continued to accrue for a while. That was such a ridiculous.
I love how it just went up by $30 million. Jesus.
Mismatch between what the penalty was and whatever the wrong was that was established, that had to go. The court is leaving in place.
So she was the one that was trying to get him, and she didn't get him. He got away. You almost got him.
What they call injunctive rulings that were made by the court. So some things have to be sorted out, like how much monitoring Trump's organization is going to be under.
Yeah.
But he's out from under the most important part of the case, obviously. And I think there could still be an appeal to the highest appeals court.
Oh, of course they're going to try it.
Where they will deal with the question that seems to have vexed the appellate division, which is the whole merits of the case and whether Letitia James, the Attorney General in New York State, should have been able to use a consumer protection statute that had never been used in this way to try to establish a fraud case based on sophisticated financial.
It's obviously politically motivated, right? I think everybody can see that. So obvious.
Actors.
This is
come
not
on.
A situation
what are we
doing?
That a consumer protection statute was ever meant to apply to.
And Andy, we're just getting some new reaction in from the White House right now. If we can pull this up, this is from Trump spokesman Stephen Chung saying, quote, Letitia James' political crusade against President Trump, which is barred by the statute of limitations, and where she ludicrously valued Mar-a-Lago and Palm Beach, Florida, as worth a paltry $18 million, as well as committed a ton of other fatal errors, is just another failed skirmish in the discredited lawfare campaign against President Trump, his family, and his business that other Democrat prosecutors are dropping left and right. Andy, real quick, final word to you. Letitia James was sitting in the
crazy that he ended up getting away with all this shit. Wow.
The front of that courtroom every day smirking.
If they never went after him, he would have never run and won. I think that you're right. Honestly, I think that them going after him and prosecuting him so much, I mean, you have to remember that like a lot of his voting base are the voting base that believe in somebody who was a martyr. I think that they did turn him into a victim and a martyr for the cause, and I think that alienated a lot of those people and it galvanized them towards voting in his direction. I think that's what happened.
And looks like she lost today.
She lost, but I think, Bill, Trump is president because of lawfare. And I think this was just one. Right. It was a big part of it, but it was just one part of an overarching campaign in which Trump actually won sympathy from even people who weren't particularly sympathetic to him to begin with, but who saw if this could be done to him, it could be done to anyone.
Pretty incredible, and much more to come as we parse through this news today. Andy McCarthy, thanks for joining us. That was a quick breaking news story. We always love that.
Yeah, so there it is, right? And like, let me see if there's another point of this that I can show too. But yeah, he basically totally got off on it, and he's innocent, I guess. And it got thrown out. It's done. Let me see if I can find. I think there's one video on this. Yeah, here it is. This is December 2020. And if you can believe this, guess where it's at?
You also intend to prosecute him after he is out of office, correct?
Joy, again, our investigation currently is...
Please never go off the air. I will run out of content. Please never... that dude... Never stop.
Civil in nature. It is not criminal. In the event that we uncover any activity or conduct... If in the event that we uncover any conduct,
the Council of Carers.
Oh yes, yes, our civil suit will continue, whether he's president or not. And so after January 20th at 12 o'clock, our investigation will continue. Joy.
There's no way a potential pardon for Trump or his 3 eldest kids would shield them from anything you're investigating. Am I right? That's what you just said, I believe.
Correct. He cannot pardon himself. What he could do is step down and allow the Vice President Pence, to pardon him. In all likelihood, I suspect that he will pardon his family members, his children, his son-in-law, and individuals in his administration, as well as some of his close associates. And then I suspect at some point in time, he will step down and allow the Vice President to pardon him. Now,
man, so she's just retarded for a living, huh? Damn, how about that? Wow. Things didn't go the way she wanted.
It's important to understand he is pardoned from federal crimes, but he is not pardoned from state crimes. Last year, I introduced a bill in the state legislature which would close the pardon loophole so that individuals such as the President of the United States would not evade justice. It's important that we have this check on presidential powers. And in the legislature, the state legislature, I'm so happy they passed that bill, and it is now the law in the state of New York. President Trump cannot avoid justice in the great state of New York.
Well, he did. And so anyway, that's pretty much what happened. Yep, he did. And womp womp, I guess so. Surely right. Well, didn't necessarily age well, did it? And too bad. I'll be right back. Give me a second.